Guys, this is so. Oh Lord have mercy, guys. This is so hilarious, guys. This is not what I had expected. I'll be honest with y'all. There's no reasonable Chelsea fan that would have expected Chelsea to reach an agreement with Shakhtar Donetsk for their 100 million euro man, Mykhaylo Mudryk. That's the 22-year-old left winger who appeared to be all but set on his way to Arsenal, only for Todd Bowley and them to jump on a PJ. Todd Bowley and them jumped on a PJ one-way flight to Turkey today to reach an agreement with Shakhtar Donetsk. This is according to a recent tweet by none other than UK Athletics David Ornstein. And what he's saying is that this deal is for 70 million plus 30 million in add-ons, 7-year contract. I agreed. Guys, that sounds like the player, Mykhaylo Mudryk, has agreed. And they're saying that he's leaving Turkey for London to undergo medicals. Guys, this is a done deal. This is as done a deal. It says not signed yet, but done deal. Not signed yet, but done deal. The key breakthrough here is that Chelsea, through Todd Bowley, has agreed to pay the full 100 million euro transfer buyout requested by Shakhtar Donetsk, whereas Arsenal bosses through Edu refused to meet their club's valuation of their player. And so once you have accomplished the first step, then it then moves on to the second step. And the second step then becomes reaching personal terms with the player. So in this case, it appears for us the easier step is the first step, which is reaching an agreement, the 100 million euro agreement with Shakhtar Donetsk. And then what would appear to be the hardest step for Chelsea will be to convince a player in Mykhaylo Mudryk, whose heart clearly has been set on Arsenal for the past few weeks. I mean, he's been twerking left and right with not one but actually both butt cheeks twerking at the same daggone time, liking every Arsenal tweet, talking about how he's going to play for Arsenal his first game against Man U, all sorts of things, left, right, and center. This player has literally gone out on a limb and all but called himself an Arsenal player. Now, all of a sudden, given that his club has reached an agreement with Chelsea for his market fee, it's not up to this player to now agree on personal terms, which it appears that some breakthrough has been made on personal terms between Chelsea and Mykhaylo. Guys, this is as 360-degree turnabout as you're going to see in football in a January window in the history of transfers. And if this deal goes down, this will be, for me, will be one of the most shocking deals in the history of Chelsea. Not necessarily just in the amount. The amount is not shocking. It's a crazy high amount. Clearly, Arsenal doesn't see him valued at that amount, 100 million. And there's no same person that sees Mykhaylo Mudryk valued anywhere close to 100 million. He's not worth 100 million. But hey, who is to blame? It's not Chelsea to blame. It's not Bowley. You all should stop blaming Bowley. It's not his fault that Shakhtar Donetsk is demanding 100 million. Their culprit is none other than Man U. Man U went on ahead and paid 100 million for Anthony, right? And then Man City paid 100 million for Grealish. Grealish just scored only his second goal of the Premier League just today, right? And they paid 100 million for him. Anthony, I know he hasn't scored that many goals. They paid Man U paid 100 million for him. Nunes, Liverpool paid 100 million for Nunes, and Nunes has been shooting blanks left and right. So if all these chaps are worth 100 million, guys, you cannot blame Shakhtar Donetsk bosses by putting their foot down and saying that give us 100 million or just keep it moving. It's just as simple as that. So for me, who do I blame? I blame Arsenal. That's who I blame. Chelsea fans, you all should not be angry at Todd Bowley. Don't be angry at Bowley. Be angry at Arsenal. Arsenal bosses. They should have closed this deal weeks ago. They should have closed this deal weeks ago, even last summer. Apparently, when this player was like worth somewhere around 40 or 50 million, Arsenal refused to close the deal on this player. Now in January they come back for the same player, willing to pay 60 million, and then before making a third offer that I believe got it up to somewhere in the 70 million plus neighborhood, which is clearly still falls short of the club's valuation of this player. The blame goes to Arsenal. You either put up or you shut up, right? If you're gonna come in for a player, you gotta either come hard, come strong, or you go home. It's as simple as that. And when they didn't come strong, and whoever it is, I mean, I presume that is Bowley's backroom staff that basically advised Bowley to go ahead and pull the trigger on this deal. Then it is what it is, guys. And now for those of y'all saying, well, why would Bowley all of a sudden willing to pay 100 million euro for a winger when the club clearly needs a midfielder? And guess what? We have a midfielder, the best young midfielder in the world by a country mile. None other than Enzo Fernandez, who is willing, begging Bowley, please come and get me 120 million. Bowley only bid 85 million. And of course, we as Chelsea fans, we're left, scratching our heads and saying, what in the world is going on? Well, guys, this is one of those things where unless you're in the negotiating room, you're not, we're not privy to everything, to all of the, details. One thing that we do know for a fact with regards to the Benfica deal that basically fell through is the fact that, number one, as opposed to Shakhtar, Benfica bosses, they have no intentions of selling Enzo this window. They made it clear. They said, listen, we just bought this player just 6 months ago. We still in the thick of Champions League. We're not selling this player. We don't want to even listen to offers. But hey, I mean, a contract is a contract. And since, as it is, we, Benfica, have it written in his agreement, if you give us 120 million cash, then we under contractual obligations to let him go. Give us 120 million and give us in complete lump sum 120 million cash. Well, Bowley, they don't have 120 million cash lump sum to fork over to Benfica. And whether it be the fact that he don't have the 120 million cash, or whether it be due to FFP, Bowley needed that 120 million offer to be broken down into 3 or 4 pieces to make it go through. And Benfica is not willing to play ball and break this thing up for Chelsea. Well, then if that's the case, then we cannot blame Bowley. There's no deal to be had with Benfica. It is on what it is. Now you're probably saying, all right, 85 million. Well, the 85 million is on what it is. Maybe Chelsea could have done an FFP deal at 85 million euros cash I don't know. Again, we're not privy to the details, to the intricate details of these deals. But what we do know with regards to the Mykhaylo deal is that Shakhtar Donetsk is willing to break up the payments for Todd Bowley and Chelsea to make it manageable so that Chelsea can comply with FFP. Right? It's going to be broken up. Whether it's 3 payments, 4 payments, 5 payments, we don't know. But it's going to be broken up. It's not going to be a lump sum 100 million. It's going to be broken up. Whether you Chelsea pay 30, 50, 40, 50 mil up front and just pay up the remaining bread little by little. Either way, from a financial fair play deal in terms of balancing books, it makes the deal work. And if the deal can be worked out where Chelsea can, fit this player inside their finances, and go ahead and make this deal work, guys, don't blame Bowley because Arsenal, uh, let the ball slip out of their hand and fumble the whole bag away. I mean, that's not Bowley's fault. That's not Arsenal's fault. Sorry, that's not Chelsea's fault. That's not Bowley's fault. That is Arsenal's fault. And as for me as a Chelsea fan, I just have faith in Todd Bowley. I got faith in the team that Bowley, the backroom team that Bowley has put together. I have faith in Potter and the players that the club is putting together. Do we still need a midfield? Do we still need midfield assistance? Heck yeah, we need midfield assistance bad. Do we need another right back? Definitely. We definitely need another right back. We need a midfield help. We need a lot of things going on. But the fact that we need what we need doesn't mean that if a deal comes through and Potter feels like, hey, you know what? I can work with this player. This player is gonna help me. And from financial point of view, the club can actually make this player fit in the club's books. Well, then it is what it is. And Arsenal, shame on you all for basically fumbling this deal and letting him fall into Chelsea hands. As in terms of whether this player gonna be happy to play for Chelsea, guys, as far as for me, it's all business, guys. All this stuff is business. It's me, Kylo's fault for just kind of being naive about how deals work. He should not have kind of gone all the way out on a limb, knowing that he don't really have that much control over which club is ultimately going to buy him, because as it is right now, he is going to sign a deal with Chelsea and earn millions, or he's going to say, heck no, I'm just going to wait for Arsenal. And guess what? If he says he's going to wait for Arsenal, then there's no deal. He's just going to set his butt in Ukraine League and earning peanuts until who knows when. And Shakhtar Donetsk, I don't know about if you all understand Shakhtar. Shakhtar is not they're not hungry. This is not a hungry club, guys. When they set a price, Shakhtar is going to get their price. We know that we bought Willian from Shakhtar way back when, and Willian cost like almost 40 million, but over 10 years ago. 40 million 10 years ago in today's money is basically over 100 million. So Shakhtar is not like a kind of club that you want to play around with. When they put a price, that's it. And if a club doesn't come and pay that price, guess what? They're gonna hold on to their player. That's how Shakhtar does business, and they've been doing business this way for like decades, as far as I know, since I've been watching football. So, guys, how do you all feel about this? As far as I'm concerned, this right here look like a done deal. Mykhaylo, once he get that blue shirt, he's just gonna have to basically wipe away all those Arsenal dreams, pull up his big boy pants, and just start balling for the only team, pride of London, Chelsea FC, guys. like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel. God bless y'all. Peace.